Hello and welcome to another episode of Rolling Around BJJ, where we showcase the best moments from the world of submission grappling. Today, we're going to count down the 10 best submissions of all time in the Adcc. The Olympics of submission grappling is in no shortage of amazing finishes, but these are 10 of our personal favorites. They are chosen based on their difficulty, creativity, impact, and overall awesomeness. So without further ado, let's get started with number 10. Number 10, Marcelo Garcia vs. Rico Rodriguez, 2005. Marcelo Garcia is widely regarded as one of the greatest grapplers of all time, and for good reason. He has won 4 Adcc gold medals and 2 silver medals, and has submitted some of the biggest names in the sport. One of his most impressive feats was submitting Rico Rodriguez, a former UFC heavyweight champion who outweighed him by over 100 pounds, in the absolute division's first round in 2005. After Rodriguez slammed and nearly knocked out Garcia, the smaller man finished with a heel hook that he set up off Rico's attempt to stand up. This was a huge upset and a testament to Marcelo's skill and technique. Number 9. KRON GRACIE vs. GARRY TONON. KRON GRACIE is another legend of the sport and the son of Rickson Gracie, arguably the most influential jiu-jitsu personality of all time. In 2013, KRON faced GARRY TONON, a rising star and one of the most exciting grapplers in the world. The match was a back-and-forth battle that saw both men exchange attacks and escapes. In the end, KRON caught TONON in a rear naked choke and squeezed until TONON tapped out. This was a thrilling match and one of the best in Adcc history.
And I start squeezing and I'm just hoping the time didn't run out before he tapped or went to sleep. And then he tapped and I looked at the ref, everything was still going, and I was like, whew, and it was like, that was right there for me was the best moment, one of my best moments of my life,
Number 8, ROYLER GRACIE vs. Eddie Bravo, 2003. ROYLER GRACIE and Eddie Bravo had a legendary match at the Adcc 2003 No-Gi Submission Grappling Tournament. The relatively unknown brown belt Eddie Bravo faced the 3-time Adcc and 4-time World BJJ legend ROYLER GRACIE. All odds were stacked against Bravo, and the Gracies were still the undisputed kings of BJJ at the time. Stepping onto the mat, the American showcased his now famous rubber guard and in the end managed to submit ROYLER with a triangle choke to announce his name to the world and start building his legacy.
I finally pulled his head down and tapped. And it was over. It was over. I raised my hands, walked around the mat like I was a king, but inside I was like, oh, what the fuck just happened?
Number 7. KRON GRACIE vs. OTAVIO SOUZA, 2013. KRON GRACIE may have only one Adcc gold, but it sure was a memorable one. After one of the most epic matches in the history of the tournament against GARRY TONON, which we already covered, the son of Rickson Gracie scored one of the fastest locked guillotines ever in the final of the 77-kilogram division. After 15 minutes on the feet against OTAVIO SOUZA, just when SOUZA finished a takedown, he was forced to tap almost immediately. Number 6. Marcelo Garcia vs. Victor ESTIMA, 2005. It's inevitable to include the man with the most ADC matches and an 89% submission rate more than once on our list. This time, he demonstrates his patented high elbow guillotine, which many of us now call the Marcelotine. The victim of this now popular variation is Victor ESTIMA, and the year is 2011. It's worth noting that Garcia won the 77-kilogram gold this year and also submitted KRON GRACIE with a guillotine in the semifinal. Number 5. Craig Jones vs. Leandro Lo, 2017. Leandro Lo was a heavy favorite for the 88-kilogram gold in 2017, but his dream was shattered alongside his leg in the first round against a certain deadly leg locker from Australia called Craig Jones. As soon as the match began, Jones started hunting for the legs of the Brazilian world champion and dealt serious damage. Lowe did not give up and escaped the numerous leg attacks from Jones, only to find himself in a mad scramble seconds before Jones locked in an inescapable rear naked choke and became the breakout star of 2017. Number 4. Gordon Ryan vs. Keenan Cornelius, 2017. Gordon Ryan's first ADCC gold came in 2017 in the 88 kg division, but while he defeated Romulo Barral in the final, his best submission happened in the second round against Keenan Cornelius, whom Ryan has cited as a main inspiration in his early career. A year earlier, the two grappled for 90 minutes before Ryan heel-hooked Cornelius, but on the bigger stage, he needed just over 10 minutes to lock in the now famous arm-in guillotine. Number 3. Roger Gracie vs. Ronaldo JACARE, 2005. Roger Gracie is widely considered the greatest jiu-jitsu competitor of all time. He has won 10 World Jiu-Jitsu titles, 3 ADCC gold medals, and 1 silver medal. He is also the only person to submit all his opponents in 2 different ADCC tournaments. In 2005, he faced Ronaldo JACARE SOUZA in the epic final of the open weight division. The pair had already met twice at that point and had a fierce rivalry. This time they grappled in a worthy for a final match won by Gracie with one of the most epic standing rear naked chokes you will see. Number 2. Gordon Ryan vs. Andre Galvao, 2022. There was no better way for Gordon Ryan to cap off his incredible 2022 ADCC performance, where he won his 5th championship and solidified his name as the greatest no-gi grappler. After a long feud with Andre Galvao, the two legends met in a super fight in a clash of generations, styles, and egos. After Ryan dominated the match and was 12-0 on points 4 minutes before the end, he finally found a way to slide his arm under Galvao's chin and submit him with a rear naked choke. This essentially marked the passing of the torch in no-gi grappling from the legendary Galvao, who turns 40 this month, to the 27-year-old New Jersey native who is the face of the sport today. Number 1. Braulio ESTIMA vs. Andre Galvao, 2009. Braulio ESTIMA is known for his creativity and innovation, having invented techniques such as the ESTIMA lock. In 2009, he faced Andre Galvao, a 4-time world jiu-jitsu champion and one of the most exciting grapplers in the world. The match was a masterpiece of grappling that saw both men display their best techniques and strategies. In the last minute of the match, ESTIMA caught Galvao in an inverted triangle choke that made Galvao tap out for the 88 kg gold and one of the most impressive submissions ever.
Oh, and that's a finish. Inverted triangle. Braulio ESTIMA over Andre Galvao.
And that concludes our list of the 10 best submissions of all time in the ADCC. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new from these amazing grapplers. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below with your favorite submission from this list or any other that you think deserves to be on this list. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep rolling around.